And I'm John, and bring it back. I love all the animals here, and it reminds me of where I work. I work at a facility that's 70% Native American. Both are the people who work there and the people we serve. And when we have gatherings and there's a lot of kids, the culture is different. The kids are allowed to run around and play during meetings, and they're not asked to be quiet. And I just remember at first being very judgmental, like, oh, they're disruptive, they should be quieted. And then I figured out, I go, this is the culture. They are not into making sure that everyone's behaving and being quiet all the time. They let the kids be kids. And guess what? Our meetings continue and are just as productive as any other meeting. So it's had no difference. So I see all the dogs, and so if we have growling and barking, I think it's just a totally normal thing. The animals will be who they are, the same way kids will be who they are. It's wonderful. So I wrote something, and then I have a poem that I do want to share at the end. And it is a meditation. So if you want to get comfortable, you can lie down, you can sit, you can stand. You can try to stand on your head if you want. That always, I finally got the shoulder stand down a while back, and now I can't do it again, but never got the headstand down. Okay. Bring yourself to the edge of the universe. One edge is nothing. One edge is everything. A whirlpool of galaxies spin before you, vast and incomprehensible. It spins and expands endlessly, a massive yin and yang. From here we can see the universe is from light and from darkness. We ease into the vast field of stars, so vast there is no center, so gargantuan that no matter where you are in the center. Drift here like an unborn infant floats in its mother's womb, in a warm, amniotic bath. Keep this womb about you, as space is without heat. You are falling now, not too quickly, like there's a parachute. Galaxies and quasars, and black holes, nebulas, gas giants, comets, meteors, things unknown to humankind drift by. You are falling through the emptiness. Just let your heart and your mind be as vast as space. Breathe in, breathe out. Below your feet, a small yellow star grows larger. Looking down, You can see it as your destination. It gets bigger and bigger. Soon you see its dancing gas giants. Jupiter with its angry red dot, a storm hundreds of years old. Saturn with her beautiful rings. Neptune, Uranus. You're in the gravitational pull of the sun. Ahead of you, at first you just see a bare grain of sand surrounded by nothingness, circling the sun. Slowly, the grain of sand grows bigger, takes on a color of blue and white. In your mind, you hear the words of Carl Sagan say, "Look again at that dot. That's here. That's home. That's us. On it, everyone you love, everyone you know, everyone you ever heard of, every human being who ever was, lived out their lives. The aggregate of our joy and suffering, thousands of confident religions, ideologies, and economic doctrines, every hunter and forager, every hero and coward, every creator and destroyer of civilization, every king and peasant, every young couple in love, every mother and father, hopeful child, inventor and explorer, every teacher of morals, every corrupt politician, every superstar, every supreme leader, every saint and sinner in the history of our species lived there, on a mote of dust, suspended in a sunbeam. You glide into orbit around this blue world. You are home among its satellites, below its majestic moon. You recognize the pollution and destruction that is occurring below. Entire ecosystems and species are being destroyed. Giant gyres made of plastic garbage, gyres the size of small continents, swirl in its oceans. The atmosphere is filling with gases from the burning of 350 million year old swamps and forest. You can see and feel the crisis below and the suffering it creates. Breathe in. Breathe out. Accept the current circumstances. It is the natural ebb and flow of suffering. Let's begin some intentional breath. On our next breath, I'd say, on the exhale, breathe out the light of basic goodness, your wish to help alleviate pain and suffering of the living things and systems on the planet, of the species whose greed, ignorance, and fear is creating the catastrophe. And on the inhale, invite the smoky darkness and negativity and suffering to enter your heart, where it will be transformed into light. And know that it will be transformed into light and will not create any more suffering for you. So take some breaths, breathing out light, breathing in suffering. You are a transformer of positive energy. Imagine that the planet is a small child, lost and looking for her parents. Begin the exchange by breathing in the darkness of her fear, isolation, and bewilderment, so that she is relieved of it. And then, as you breathe out, your affectionate heart radiates soothing, gentle light beams that touch, reassure, and comfort her and all her children. She feels cared for and loved. So breathe in the suffering, breathe out light. Now let's extend our meditation and breath to all beings and all animals, to the humans whose addictiveness and craving has made the world sick. Breathe in the darkness of their distress. Breathe out the light of freedom and peace. Imagine their relief and allow that to touch your heart. Breathe in. Breathe out. In. Out. Expand the circle of your goodwill. The scope of your imagination is the only limit. Breathe out happiness and its causes. Breathe in suffering and its negatives. Allow your heart's natural goodness to shine unreservedly and touch the world with its grace. Breathe in. Breathe out. In. Out. Continue your breathing. We call this Tonglen, where we breathe in the suffering of others and breathe out freedom and joy. We attach to our Buddha nature, which will just naturally do this. It should not be depleting. Continue your Tonglen, your breathing in of suffering and your breathing out of joy and light. And I will read the following poem by Diane Ackerman. It's called Closing Prayer. In the name of the daybreak and the eyelids of morning and the wayfaring moon and the night when it departs, I swear I will not dishonor my soul with hatred, but offer myself humbly as a guardian of nature, as a healer of misery, as a messenger of wonder, as an architect of peace. In the name of the sun and its mirrors, and the day that embraces it, and the cloud veils drawn over it, and the uttermost night, and the male and the female, and the plants bursting with seed, and the crowning seasons of the firefly and the apple, I will honor all life, wherever and in whatever form it may dwell, on earth my home, and in the mansion of the stars. Take a few moments to take some deep breaths. Namaste. Okay, get ready for a dedication of merit. May all places be held sacred. May all beings be cherished. May all injustices of oppression and devaluation be fully righted, remedied, and healed. May all who are captured by hatred be freed to the love that is our birthright. May all who are bound by fear discover the safety of understanding. May all who are weighed down by grief be given over to the joy of being. May all who are lost in delusion find a home on the path of wisdom. May all wounds to forest, rivers, deserts, oceans, all wounds to Mother Earth be lovingly restored to bountiful health. May all beings everywhere delight in whale song, bird song, and blue sky. May all beings abide in peace and well-being, awaken and be free.